50-minute mark, so... Alright, back to recording. Let me make sure that it's recording properly, though. Yay, it is. Hi, Brock. You are the easiest gym in the game. Actually, no, I take that back. Blaine is. Because by the time I fight Blaine, I have like 40 levels on him. Ooh, boulder badge. Part of making this run slightly harder is actually evolving Pokemon. From what I recall, the Wartortle and the Blastoise do require notably more XP to level up. So it does increase the challenge slightly. Don't care about any of you. Okay. One thing of note, the reason that Squirtle's chosen is not for early type advantage, because then you'd go with Bulbasaur. The reason Squirtle is the Pokemon of choice on this run is it can learn Surf. Genuinely, that's the reason I run with Squirtle for this kind of run. It saves me from, it keeps the I designed this run to be a minimum Pokemon run. The minimum Pokemon you can beat this game with is 2. At least it was in Red and Blue. Wartortle, you need either Wartortle or Blastoise. I don't think Squirtle can learn Strength, but one of its evolutions can. And that gets you Strength and Surf, which are necessary. And you just need whatever the fuck you want that can learn Cut. Generally, it'll be whatever you can catch in the route above Cerulean City. That is a Grass type. Depending on what luck you have, it technically becomes a Nuzlocke run or not. If you manage to catch it as the first Pokemon that shows up, this never breaks the rules of being a Nuzlocke run. Caterpie and Weedle cannot learn any HMs. I've done research into this shit. Pretty soon this will be the third Pokemon game of a different generation. Wait, no. Not a different generation. The third Pokemon game that I've put more than an hour into in the last two weeks. The other two being Emerald and Black. The other two also having like 10 plus hours put into them both. Oh yeah, then I play Y. And then come November, I'll be playing probably Alpha Sapphire. Perhaps Omega Ruby. I am not sure which I intend to purchase. Compared to other RPGs, I mean, especially Gen 4 and above, there's so many more build options in a Pokemon game than there are in pretty much any other RPG I could be playing. Alakazam can learn Focus Blast, and then I use it to wipe out ice types 40 levels above it. Bubble. I should be able to get to the Poke Center in front of the cave before I actually run out of PP. It's not like I'm gonna run out of health. As an additional consideration, I may go out and kill all the legendaries as well. Or, since I probably won't be fighting Misty this run, I may consider doing an alternate, one of the alternate gym paths. Go down and fight Koga before anything else. But that would be cheap, because that'd get me more levels before the 2 gyms that actually stumble this run. So, nope, I gotta take on Lieutenant Surge and Erica as gyms 3 and 4. Not necessarily in that order. They are the biggest threats to them. But it's best to have your threats in the middle of the road rather than at the beginning or the end. That was a very important learn, because Bite runs off special attack in this game. It's a dark type attack. I have to say, it actually has been really, really cracked out playing all 6 generations of Pokemon to some extent in the last month or so, and seeing just how different each generation plays. Generation 5 throws me off because I've gotten rid of my starter. In fact, I've turned my starter into an HM slave. Everything I'm using is attack focused rather than anything else. And it's not pretty much the earliest. Almost everything I'm using is from the middle of the game, or yeah, actually from the middle of the game. Compared to X and Y, where I could honestly sit there and make a Pokemon with perfect EVs before I have a fucking battle or so. It's so much. Y is so trippy. And the Gen 3 stuff is interesting because it's probably the best generation. It's certainly the best set of games where where attacks are tied by type to specific stats rather than by what they are. Forgot that L did that. For the record, Misty's highest level Pokemon is 22. If my math is right, rough estimate, I'll be around level 30 by the time I fight her. And yet, she is still by far the most actually threatening gym leader. That Starmie. That fucking Starmie. Is this it? Nope. And there's the guy trying to sell you a Magikarp. You gotta be shitting me. Status effects are the bane of this. That and Absorb. A good Giga Drain can fuck me up. But by the time I can fight Giga Drain, I can have Ice Beam. So it doesn't matter. Once your Blastoise turns Ice Beam, you're set. You win the game. And no, I'm not going to be actually doing most random battles at this point. I'm already well past the level where they matter. So... Yep. Besides, the trainer theme in this game is so much better. It'll be nice to be able to afford repels in the future. Soon random battles will be a thing of the past. And that'll make this much more interesting to watch. What level do you think this war turtle will be by the time I leave this cave? I'm thinking 24. I was going to say, we have a problem. But we don't. Suck on it, you Voltorb! Spoiler alert, that is honestly a lot of how Lieutenant Surge's gym goes. The moment I can buy repels, so many are going to be purchased. Another early possible problem fight. If I didn't have 10 levels on them in Bite. Bite got really crazy awesome with Generation 2 onward. That might be a bit of hail. Neat. How much of the rain noise are you all hearing, if any? I think it's actually a bit of hail. I have a stupid question. What does a tool-assisted speedrun of Pokemon look like? I mean, do you really need tools to do it as a speedrun of Pokemon? Like, most of the time, a tool-assisted speedrun is using stuff to like do frame advances and such. But with a turn-based game, frame advance doesn't help you much. I'm almost out of this fucking cave. I started this stream like 2 hours earlier than I thought I did. So yeah, I should be able to beat Misty today. If I can stop dicking around with the shoulder buttons. There's money in the bank right there. Because revives have no point in this run. What the fuck is a revive gonna do? I can't use them. Yes, you are steamed. Steamed by the war turtle. No. Yellow sort of sits in its own little world of being yellow and being honestly not talked about. Like, no one cares about yellow. It's always red, yellow, blue, or Gen 1 when we mention it. They remade, red and green because they needed to be remade. Same thing with the remakes of Gold and Silver, if I remember right. Yellow's just sort of there. I'm kind of glad they never did a remake of of yellow either. I don't think it's that good. Though I've played yellow pretty recently. Card's right behind me. It still holds a save. I always liked Kabuto and Kabutops way more than Ammonite. I think that's the name. Whatever the fuck you get from the Helix fossil. Let's see. I don't remember how good Mega Kick is. Oh wow, they changed it. I thought it was way more accurate. Nope. No trainers over there, right? Alright. I need to check something real quick. Can I buy repels? Oh, sweet fancy Jesus. That should be enough repels to deal with things until, we can get super repels. But first, to see if this is a Nuzlocke run or not. Either way, I have to catch a Bellsprout up here, so meh. Let's just say let's just... Oh shit! Right, he's here too. I forgot. Shit. Whoops. This has minor potential to end the run. Oh fuck. Well, shit is right. Damn you, sleep powder! Squirtle has shitloads of defense. It has an 85% accuracy, but remember, Pidgeotto used a sand attack, which lowered it drastically. Oh. Gotta heal up from Nugget Bridge. Mega Punch is not something I intend to keep on here very long. It's mostly just, with a run like this, withdrawal is absolutely worthless. When was this posted, Rob? Today or a couple days ago? Oh. Neat. Mega Punch. Ooh! Critical hit, Mega Punch the Caterpie. Isn't that mean? He did mention that he has a bunch to go through. Well, a friend of mine is playing Wizardry 5 and named the characters after one tabletop group we're both in. I wonder how long it's gonna be before I die. It's Wizardry 5, so it's not the most hateful in the franchise. It's the sequel to the most hateful in the franchise. Pokemon! It's kind of weird how quickly this run snowballs, because you only ever use one thing. Like, if you're willing to catch more Pokemon and just not use them in battle, it does open Charmander and Bulbasaur as options as well. Or you can modify the rules to any of the Pokemon you can catch on the first before facing Brock. But that does delete a few things that are going to be much more difficult than this, and it makes HM bouncing much more frustrating. Like, all three can learn Strength, but if you start with Charmander or Bulbasaur, you'll need to catch something that can learn Surf, which is in this game I'm thinking is Tentacool is the earliest. They can both learn Strength and they can both learn Cut though. But Cut's awful, so I don't know why you'd do that. Might still be able to get away with a 2 Pokemon run, but they both have different issues presented. Charmander has to actually beat Misty's Starmie, and in this game that's Starmie's beast. That Starmie's beastie as fuck. And Venusaur, you have the easiest time until you get to Blaine and Lorelei, who you'll outlevel by like 30. But they're also at the point where, you know, Fire Blast hits you and you're just dropped like a train off a broken bridge. Woo, I got first kill in Wizardry 5. Punch. If I went to fight Misty right now, I'd probably lose, to be honest. This War Turtle is good and has 3 levels on her Starmie, but that Starmie's just, like, beastie as shit. Every time I've ever played this game, I've always had trouble with it. It's just a monster of a thing. Oh. Oh. Lost track of something. Things are keeping up with me in level a lot better than they were in the last time I did this run. That's an interesting way. I just realized how weird that pitch is. We're a group of professional criminals. Want to join. I don't think that's how you should be, advertising yourselves. Oh no! My Mega Punch is weakened. Approaching hour 2 of this. Making pretty good progress already. Typo! Feet was spelled with an A! So unless he was watching us battle through the bridge, which is feasible. Shun the translators! Shun them! Like we do all the people who translate Final Fantasy VII. Alright, the moment of truth. Is this a Bellsprout or an Abra? Well, there goes my hopes of Nuzlocke. Oh well. Actually, no it doesn't. I know where I can go. Surprisingly enough, type advantage doesn't end up playing much into a run like this. What does end up playing into it is just the way stats in general. Like that Machop is pretty dangerous, except for the those with just really high stats are really dangerous. Things that are faster than me in general are crazy dangerous. Because if I fought an Alakazam, it's Alakazam. You know, that is a dangerous motherfucker. These bastard bug types. Oh, unstable connection. Damn it! Fuck raising Pokemon of different types. I've got one type that can learn many different moves. I really miss my Rhyperior Gyarados team right now. Rhyperior had a lightning rod, so all the electric attacks would never ever hit Gyarados. And Gyarados was part flying, so it never took the earthquakes. It was such a great team match, team setup. They wrecked so much shit. Alright, one moment, I'm gonna break up